We're here in the Clear Creek management area, headed to New Idria, and we're just about to head down the Aurora cutoff. And there's the New Idria Reservoir below, so if we get that far, it means we'll have gone further than the gates at the northern end of the ACEC, which is further than we managed to make it previously. And we're parked by this wreck of a vehicle here. It's just marked as car on the map. Looks like it's been here a while, and I'd love to hear from somebody in the comments who knows more history about the vehicle and how it got here. Well, as you probably saw, we are here outside of the ACEC on the north side of Clear Creek, and we're now headed towards New Idria. So I do have various cameras running here, and let's see how this road is. From what I've read, the road beyond here is rougher than in the BLM sort of ACEC area. I think we're outside the BLM property now. I think we're sort of going through private property here. Hopefully the road route here will be self-evident, but I do have my offline maps today. Last time, if you saw a previous video and the one before that, we have sort of failed twice now to make it all the way through here to New Idria. The first time because I foolishly didn't bring a map and I got lost basically, and the second time I didn't get lost, but I made it through the ACEC area and couldn't get out of the gate. I'll put a link, I'll make a playlist and put a link up here to those. And so this time, this is the furthest we've been in terms of actually making it to New Idria. But I am expecting the road to get rough in places. Let's see how it goes. I am in four-wheel drive. I'm not in four-wheel low. It's pretty cool rock formations out here. I do have the 360 camera running. So hopefully you'll be able to see some of what I am seeing. Why am I going to New Idria? Well, there's a couple of things. New Idria has its main sort of claim to fame as a mercury mine. I think it was one of the top producing mercury mines in the US. I think it ran from the 1850s to 1970s, I believe, is when that was finally closed down. And so, along with the Mercury mine, and by the way, there's, I think, more than 25 miles of underground tunnels that are sort of left behind. Okay, so we have a fork in the road here, and it is not clear to me which way we should go. So, time to consult the maps. On the map here, the waypoint shows where we are, and the blue route is the main route of Clear Creek Road. The red route will also take us to New Idria, which you can see up at the top right of the map here. I believe, though, that that is a little less well maintained and more rutted out, so we're going to take the main route at this point. I think on the way back we may take a look at the red route. There is an exploratory mine shaft that you may be able to see on the map here, so that could be interesting to check out. But for now, we'll follow the blue route on our left. So the town of Idria, or New Idria, I think there were several hundred people living in the town at its peak. Of course, the mine closing down meant that there was no employment for those people. So basically, the town became a ghost town. And I think the few people that remained were kind of evacuated at a certain point when the EPA decided that the levels of toxicity were sort of harmful, you know, to human health, basically. But nonetheless, it's a piece of human history, and you know, I'm fascinated by history, so I'm gonna go check it out. Coming up on the final turn here down to New Idria, and actually the road on the right is the red route we talked about on the map previously, and I will probably come back and check that out on the way back. But in front of us we now start to see some of the buildings of the town and the mine of New Idria. On the right there are some of the mine buildings, and straight in front of us I think there's like a chimney and some other mine related buildings here. I came across these photos in the Library of Congress archive. These are photos of New Idria, the town and the mine, dating back to 1942. And I will drop a link to the full set in the description below. There's about 40 or 50 photos, I think, in the full set. And one thing that's very evident looking at these photos is that the idea of PPE and, protective equipment, I guess attitudes must have been very different then. People are not wearing masks and in some cases handling mercury directly. So I've sent up the drone. Let's take a look at New Idria from above and see the overall lie of the land. So we'll bring the drone back now, and as you can see, we're on the red route, referring back to the earlier map. And just a little ways up here, according to the map, is an exploratory mine shaft. Now, I have seen other YouTube videos show this section. I saw one in particular with a motorcyclist came this way, actually fell off the bike and turned around. The road was too rough for them to manage. And it certainly is a lot rockier than the blue route on our map. Yeah, it's a little precarious. Let's see how we get on here. Alright. Well, it looks like this could be it. And I don't know if you can actually get in here. I think it's probably locked. We'll check it out anyway. Oh, alright, I guess it's not. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't go very far. I think that's either capped off or it has collapsed in there. Either way, it's probably not something I should be exploring, so I think probably the best bet here is to turn around and go back. It's very interesting though. I wonder how many of these there are around here. Alright, well, here's the truck, that's where we are, and this is where we came from. Let's head up the road a little further and see how we get on. I don't think the camera ever really does justice to the steepness or general condition of these roads. Nope. I'm going to turn around. here at so-called New Idria Reservoir, and this dam was built across the San Carlos Creek, I believe. And, it was put in place to provide a water supply for New Idria, the town, and the mine. And one interesting thing about the reservoir is that it's a pretty prominent actor in this book. So this is a book by Frances K. Woods, or Kate Woods. And Quicksilver Chronicles is a semi-fictional account of Kate's life in the first decade of the 21st century living in New Idria. I will put a link to Amazon for this book. It's a pretty interesting read. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, Kate and her brother Kemp both passed away in recent years, but the Woods Ranch has been recently acquired by Luke Lomberger, and he's maintaining it along with a group of volunteers. And it's just a short distance now from here to the north gate of the Akek, which will be the conclusion of this video. If you enjoyed our trip up to New Idria, and we hope you did, then a like would be very much appreciated. It makes a huge difference to our channel. If you want to see more of our videos, why not subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of new video releases. If you really want to support the channel, check out the merch below the video. We have a range of t-shirts in women's, men's, and unisex styles. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.